Hello everyone and welcome back to more Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Today we're going to investigate the beach, and right here... Alright, so that Clamtron 4000 needs some oil, so let's go back over, I guess the dock area and grab that oil can for him. Also, we're starting things off with Chop Chop because why the heck not? I don't think I've started an episode off with him yet. So hey, it's a nice little, thing to do for starting this off, because I think all the other episodes, like last time, we usually started off with Gilgrunt for the water areas, so I'm gonna try and mix things up a little bit and try and start things off differently with some other Skylanders. So let's go walk all the way over to the Clamtron. Yeah, it's gonna take a second, but that's okay. Come on. There we go.
Good morning, Skylands! Whew. Thanks for the oil up. I've been stuck in that position for ages. That feels good. Hey, I owe you big time. I know. I can make you rich. See, I'm a Clamtron 4000. Just find me some clams and I'll mash them all up into a big fat pearl. How's that?
Sounds good. I need the money anyway, so let's go get some clams. So we need to get 5 of them in total. Unfortunately, Chop Chop is not that fast, at least in this game. In Giants, he's actually a lot faster, but for a whole different reason, which we'll get to when we cover that game. Let's see, we got... Okay, we're about to get to 5, if we can catch this one. Good lord. There we go. And we just need to grab this last one. There we go.
As promised, one new gleaming white pearl coming right up. A little more pressure. Add some heat. Now just shift it around with a touch of elbow grease and presto! What? A shiny new black pearl? Oh no, what happened? What did you do to me? I've lost my gift.
But black pearls are far more valuable in today's market. Here, let me take a look. It's not a pearl. Big fuse? Kaboom!
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
You made a bomb!
Good news! I found another piece to the great machine. The Cyclopses have stolen the Crystal Eye. Figures. They always wanted it for their own, even named their castle after it. But the bad news is they've sealed off the bridge entrance that used to unite the temple to their kingdom. It looks like we're gonna have to find another... Wait, is that a bomb? Where in Skylands did we get a bomb?
I made it myself.
Really? Well, that might be just what we need. A bomb could possibly open up the entrance to the tunnel. Or blow us all up in the process. Hopefully the former.
All right then. Just come back anytime you need another one. Apparently, I can make these things all day long.
Thank you, Clamtron. So, he's gonna shoot out a bomb. And now we can just go over to that entrance. And in a moment, we'll just throw that. My bomb luck in this game is horrible. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Like, legit, there was the stinking, Stormy Stronghold, and now this? Like, this is meant to be easy. Oh, there we go.
Thank goodness you aren't Cyclopses. Wait, you aren't Cyclopses, are you? I sure hope not, because I just escaped from their terrible Crystal Eye Castle.
Doesn't look like he sees too well, does he?
Oh, I saw some terrible things in that place. Or at least I think I did. They have a giant crystal orb that focuses energy. I fear they'll use it for evil. That seems to be their thing, you know. Evil and not bathing. Phew.
That's it! That's the Crystal Eye that we need to rebuild the core! That's where you must go. Recover that orb and bring it back to the ruins. Of course, the downside is that you will inevitably have to battle the Cyclopses, so be careful.
Yeah, and hold your nose. Meanwhile, I can take you there, no worries. I may be a little nearsighted, but since there's only one bridge leading to their castle, it should be a
snap?
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so let's go to the Crystal Eye Castle.
Right, let's go.
other way?
Ah, of course it is. I must say I'm not looking forward to seeing those Cyclopses again, but at least I won't see them too clearly. Before I escaped, I was at the top of the castle. It was there that I saw something that made my normally blurry vision suddenly super clear. It must have been the Crystal Eye. To get up there, you'll need to destroy the 2 seeing towers in order to open the big gate.
So if you can't tell, this level's gonna be very much eye-themed. Thankfully, though, it's nothing creepy. Well, to be fair, those eye... Oh.
Yes, one more thing, and this one is very important. Once you get past the gate, ouch!
No worries, it'll be fine. Alright, so... Yeah, despite the eyes popping out of that, this level isn't as creepy as you'd think it would be with the eye theme. But anyway, this is also, like, my favorite level in the whole game. I just love, like, the music, the aesthetic, and just, like, the level design in general is great. You also have the Cruncher! Shake to really... Oh, gosh, I don't like the Crunchers. Like, oh, man, anything that forces you to move the analog stick to get rid of is just not fun. Yeah, for a Cyclops-themed level, this one is probably one of the best ones. Though I just realized... Then we also have the Cyclops Chopper, invulnerable while spinning. Yeah, these guys can be a little annoying, and would kind of get upgraded in later games, or like in Giants to the Mohawk Cyclopses, and those guys are rough. Especially the armored variant, but we're not playing that game yet. Anyway, now we have the Chunker. These guys are can be really annoying, because they can do a very annoying amount of damage. So let's just try our best to be fair, at least you can tell where the rock is going properly this time, unlike in the console version. Good lord. That stuff is rough. But anyway, let's go grab this story scroll right over here.
A note from Professor P. Grungally says, Cyclopses are amazing stonemasons. They've constructed stone castles, statues, and temples throughout Skylanders. The stone-carved ships of the Cyclops Navy were not their proudest moment.
That always gets a little chuckle out of me, man. Because I always just like to imagine, like, a lot of their stone ships just starting to set out only to sink immediately. Oh yeah, I'd like to mention, this is also a level where the enemies start doing a bit more damage. Nothing, like, insane or anything like that, but still, you actually have to be a little careful this time around. And also, we got the legendary treasure, the Teddy Cyclops. I think this thing makes multiple cameos throughout the series, which I like because it's kind of adorable. But let's go ahead and quickly grab some extra coins and go up here to this other Cyclops eye. Hit the eye. That'll lower that gate. There we go. All right, and we got to deal with a few more chompies, which aren't going to be too hard to deal with. Yeah, they didn't really stand much of a chance. Oh, sorry, Crushers. I meant to, I need to call them by their real names and not what... To be fair, they are classified under Chompy, but, you know. Which is funny that the blue Chompy design would actually carry over into other games, but they'd be known as the Frigid Chompies instead, where they, instead of latching onto you, what they'll do is just freeze you in place, which is debatably more annoying. Really depends, honestly. To be fair, Giants in general is just a much harder game than this game. To be fair, on medium difficulty, you couldn't tell the difference. You can tell the difference, but on hard mode, oh man, Giants is a whole different beast. But again, that's for another day. I just like talking about Giants because that's like one of my favorite games in the series, despite the difficulty. But actually, you know what? That's kind of one of the reasons why I like to go back to that game more than this game, is because it is more difficult. Alright, so there's an undead zone up over there, but what we gotta do is we gotta hit these... Ooh, nice, we were able to deflect that. Oh, and we gotta shake that that crusher off. There we go. What we gotta do is we gotta hit these... hit both of these eyes in order to lower that. Lower the gates. But first of all, if we go all the way back here, there should be an Earth Zone and Prison Break Soul Gem. Very nice. So let's take a look. Man, the audio in that one was especially bit crushed. Good lord. But before we're gonna do the Earth Zone, we're gonna go and do the Undead Zone. Why? It's because we're Chop Chop and I don't want to swap over yet. I kind of really love the Undead Zone bridge. It's just really cool seeing those hands come out and then the bones just forming the bridge. Really cool. But anyway, so this zone, we're going to go through this teleporter, and we're going to have to do a lot of fighting. First of all, we're going to take care of these chompy pods. And then we're going to go fight that... Oop, okay, cool. These rock throwers, which shouldn't be too hard, especially since Chop Chop gets a bit of a bonus for his damage, since we're in an element, we're in an undead zone. And okay, another... Should I just call these Crusher Pods? Because that's the version of Chompies that they're summoning. Eh, why not? But wow, Chop Chop is now level 3. Very nice. Okay, that's another one down. So we just need to deal with this last one, and I hope that'll be it. Maybe we'll have to deal with one more wave. Nope, that's it. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that was just a short little, enemy gauntlet. But hey, it was fun. And now we get another eye-themed hat, which is hilariously called the Eye Hats. Cool. It always reminds me of, something you'd see in Monsters, Inc. I wonder if that was an inspiration for it. Who knows? Actually, no. It reminds me of that stinking, one bit from Ratchet Deadlocked with the Tyrannoid. Good lord, I'm gonna play that right now because it rules.
Something you should know. I'm not a real Tyrannoid.
Anyway, let's go ahead and swap the Terrafin. But yeah, that's what that eye hat reminds me of. I know, it's not a Cyclops or anything like that. It's just the general design of it reminds me of whatever the heck that one Tyrannoid turned into. But anyway, let's go over here and grab that. All this cash. And let's see. Alright, it's gonna be this puzzle. So this puzzle is a little on the odd side. So, okay, we got the middle one. That just, okay, raises all of those. Let's hit this one. And that. No, that just raises that again. Hoping it would be a little, a four-corner situation. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Very cool. So, it seemed like if we want to get that treasure chest over there, we're gonna have to hit this eye. Fortunately, we don't have Terrafin's ranged attack yet, which we'll get that in the future. Okay, so we're just gonna have to go a little fast. If I remember correctly, though, there is a funny little soft lock thing in this area on the 360 and PS3 version, where if you get here at exactly the correct time, exactly when the timer wears out, you'll be in here, but the door will close, meaning you've just soft locked yourself. To my knowledge, that's not a thing in this version of the game, which I'm happy about. I prefer my games not soft locking me. Okay, almost. There we go. But yeah, in 2-player, you can actually just have one of your friends just stand right here and then press one of the buttons, and they will be able to walk all over the maze. It is really funny. We also got the Trojan helmets. Very nice, and that's it for the elemental zones. It's funny how they put them both literally right next to each other. I kind of like that, though, because it means, hey, I don't have to worry about running around all the time. But we're going to stick with Terrafin for now, just because, I don't know, this is an Earth-themed level, so I might want to use, an Earth Skylander for it. But now that we're done with that... Oh!
Tech element are strong.
Oh boy, it's this thing. The Cyclops Mammoth. This thing is, actually hits really hard. Okay, it's not as hard. Okay, it's not as, yeah, it'll do like 40 damage and everything. So you gotta be a little careful. I think this is like the first difficult enemy in this game for you to fight. Also, hilariously, those Cyclopses are doing my job for me because I need to hit all those little, like, eye lasers that are powering up that, little shield. Or this power source, I mean. So let's go, hit... Ow, gosh. Get that. Get that. And then, there we go. That thing has been destroyed. One down. One more to go. So now, yeah, it's gonna just shake for a moment. And we're out of there. I kind of love how that tower just kind of crumbles.
Skylanders
I don't know why, there's something weirdly satisfying about it.
in this zone.
Anyway, let's go make our way over here. And now we should have to get into... Oh, nope, treasure chest right here. I will happily take that because I don't know why, but I've been getting a little anxious when it comes to the treasure chest in this level, just because we haven't been running into a few. And I keep praising this game, like the Wii version, for not having that problem. To be fair, at least it didn't go over the edge of an area. That piece of treasure didn't go to an area that's unreachable.
Of the air element.
Okay, they really want me to swap to an air Skylander, and I kind of want to swap to Whirlwind, but I want to give Terrafin a little more screen time. Alright, so let's go ahead and have him do... Thank goodness he gets invincibility frames there, good lord, or else he would have been, like, hit twice and lose, like, a good amount of his HP. Alright, there we go. And now there's going to be another treasure chest over here, but let's go quickly wipe out all of these chompies. Oh, that's it for the treasure chest? Wait, are there only 2 in this level? Wait, are there actually only 2? Nope, there were 3. Oh, yeah. I remember now. I ended up getting that one treasure chest inside the Earth Zone. My bad. Wow. That was very easy getting all the collectibles. I don't remember there being more, but I guess I was wrong. But anyway, let's go up here. Yep, there's going to be some enemies that are going to spawn in. And that's the next tower that we have to go to. So, let's get started. Because I don't think these enemies will be able to really keep up with us. Let's hit that. And then finally, we'll be able to hit that. Let's take care of these guys really quick. Terrafin's damage output, especially early on in the game, is really good. That's one thing I'll always praise him for.
In this zone.
Alright, here we go. So this room is going to be a little harder, mostly because there are quite a few of the thrower guys that are going to do a lot of damage right now. That's not great. Okay, that's one down. Ouch. Let's have Terrafin burrow again. Okay, good. Ouch. I might have to swap in a moment just because I don't think I'll be able to have Terrafin get through this. Okay, yeah, we're swapping. It said tech elements, so let's go trigger happy. Good thing I got Terrafin out of there in time. Yeah, that's one little thing about Terrafin in this game in particular that is a little rough about him, is the fact that... Oh gosh, this guy's gonna do a lot of damage too. Is the fact that Terrafin's a little bit on the slow side, at least early on. He does get a little fast. Well, I say a little faster. It's more so his burrowing ability that gets a bit better. But... And that helps out his speed quite a bit, but yeah. He suffers from quite the large hitbox. There we go. We're all done with this. Can I grab this treasure? Like, wait, I think I got it. There we go, the 2 towers have been destroyed. Man, I really liked that movie. Anyway,
Skylanders of the
let's go over here. And yeah, let's grab that watermelon and go down here. Because we can now go through this gate. Heck yeah. So yeah, we can also hilariously take down these guys with trigger happy because oh my lord, his damage output is really funny, especially now that he has the charge shot. Like the charge shot is one of his best attacks, hands down. And now he's level 3. Very nice. Now I might wrap up this level with trigger happy. We'll see. But first of all, let's go down here. Nope. Doesn't look like there's anything for us to grab, unfortunately. Let's just break the rest of these. And now we'll be able to go into the final area of the level. Kinda wild. Alright, so there's the Crystal Eye. So we gotta go through another enemy gauntlet, which, again, it's not gonna be too bad. Actually, you know what? Let's go swap to Whirlwind. It's a air zone anyway, so, you know, that'll be nice. That and Whirlwind's little rainbow attacks will do a lot of nice damage. And her clouds as well. Yeah, Whirlwind is a Skylander I've definitely underestimated over the years, because I'm starting to realize, nah, she's actually better than I remembered. It's just I'm not the biggest fan of her rainbow arcs, but her little clouds and everything are very fun. Especially when upgraded. Oh, man. I'm going to go into quite a few Ratchet & Clank comparisons when we get into the upgrades for Storm Clouds, because, man, I love it. Then again, I know Ratchet & Clank isn't the only game that does something similar to what happens with their Storm Clouds, but still. Alright, here comes some more enemies, and these guys are, I guess unchained, I guess? I don't know. Ah, man, we almost got that guy. Okay, cool. That's another one down. There we go. Okay, more gonna spawn in now. Let's just keep spamming our rainbows. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that little electrical daze there is really nice, though I don't know if these guys are really that affected by it. Oh, Lord. Alright, you know what? Let's go grab all this EXP that's just lying around. Like, look at this. Whirlwind might be my highest level Skylander right now, which is very funny to me. But there we go. Now we can finally grab the Crystal Eye after we take down these last couple these last two chompies. And we're done with my favorite level in the game. That was a good time.
Wow! Amazing! Suddenly everything is so much clearer. Let's get it back to the ruins and add it to the machine.
And there we go. Very nice.
Well done. You have brought the Crystal Eye.
Thank you! Now we must get the Eternal Earth Source. The villagers in Stone Town have recovered it and are keeping it safe until we arrive.
Woohoo, yeah! Finally, an easy one! What did I tell you? Cake!
Except for Chaos, the Growing Darkness, and the foul-smelling Cyclopses, all looking for the very thing that we're after.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess if you count those.
I'm sure Diggs knows the way. We should ask him.
Alright, but we're not gonna talk to him yet. Why? I saw a Winged Sapphire and I want to see if we can grab it. I think that's the one that's been taunting us, though, so, we'll see. And you know, some camps have been opening up down here, too. I like to think those are little, like, refugee camps and everything, given how bad the, darkness has been hitting people. You know, how bad, like, Chaos and, a lot of the, like, invasions have been hurting people. Yeah, I just like to think about that. But before we end off this episode, was this going to just be the Winged Sapphire? Yeah, it's the Winged Sapphire that's going to taunt us. But anyway, we got a totem we got to destroy, so let's go quickly swap to everyone. Magic, fire, I had to do it, heck, and finally, water. So now this is going to blow up into a bunch of gems. Oh, Lord. Okay, so, who do I want to give this to? One moment while I debate. We're gonna give it to Whirlwind. Why not? I mean, she did really well this level, and she's our highest leveled Skylander right now, so might as well. And let's go ahead and give her some upgrades. Thank you, Persephone, for actually showing up. Alright, so first things first, we're going to get her the Triple Tempest. Which means she can have 3 of her Storm Clouds out at once, which is very helpful. Alright, and now we can get her the Dragonflight ability, which is nice. It's just literally, hey, she can fly now. Yeah. That's literally it. But it is helpful for certain, like, areas that she normally couldn't go to, so, hey, it's nice. And I like the little, oh. Yeah, she doesn't really have that effect throughout. I think that was just, like, the little magic stuff. But anyway, let's go swap the Chop Chop and get him some upgrades. Alright, he should be able to at least get 1. So let's get him the Spartan Sprint, which means, hey, he can now move a little faster while he's holding up his shield. Trust me, it's better than you think it is. Yeah, so now we can run at his normal speed while using the shield, which means the shield bash actually does help his speed a little bit, I think. I don't know, honestly. But now let's go swap the Terrafin. Alright, now let's go get him some upgrades, because he has, like, insane amount of money. So Mega Belly Flop, which means the Belly Flop now covers even more area, like, has an even bigger area of effect. And Feeding Frenzy, this ability is very, very helpful, since it gives him a ranged option. Which, trust me, melee Skylanders getting a ranged option is always a nice thing, because his little, I think he calls them his kids and everything. These guys are insane, because they'll just latch onto enemies and continually do damage. They're a lot of fun. But anyway, guys, that is where we're going to wrap up this episode of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Next time, we are going to go to Stone Town, which is, again, another really fun level. So, thank you all so much for watching, and have a good day, guys. Bye!